All right, we're gonna do Jamie Foy.
Sheesh.
The dude just won Sony. He's been working on this part for a couple years, I think. He's been working with Ira, who's shout out to Ira. He's the best dude ever.
Shout out to Ira.
I've worked with him on many projects, including Battle of the Barracks with Mike Moe.
From Orange County.
There you go. Yep. Shout out, stand up.
Stand up.
OC.
Bobby Bills. These are people that helped film this. Bobby Bills, Ira, TJ Gaskell, Kaylin Diaz, Omar Messiah, Sean Sosa O'Connor. And, dude, photography, Anthony Acosta. Shout out to Anthony Acosta. And the coloring by Tom Carter. I like how they give everybody's, motion graphics, Profanity Creative. And, of course, Kev Perez with the editing.
Yeah,
that's
Shout out to Kev Perez. He was on our show with Joe Face.
That's a good show.
It was good. Mm-hmm. But shout out to, Aftermath, Jamie Foy. Literally. Just one skater of the year, and just comes out with this heavy hitting part.
I wonder how fast he filmed that one.
This one?
Yeah.
Why did I hear that it took him? What did Ira was saying? He was working on it with him for a couple of years.
A couple of years? That seems like a long time.
This is all of Red Bull filming trips. They're not just.
It did not look like it was like old footage.
Am I tripping?
No, you might not be, but I'm saying it's just so crazy how you can be filming for fucking 3 other videos and like kind of like, I don't know, break down how you're going to use all this footage and like, okay, this is going to go over here and I'm going to wait.
Well, if he's on a Red Bull trip,
I get it.
Like
it's
separate
just,
trips.
crazy,
I know
man.
exactly what you're saying, though. But
I think he's like
that,
what I heard Ira say in one of the interviews he did somewhere. Maybe it was Jankum, but he was saying like this dude is on like professional. No, it was maybe Acosta. Acosta was tripping that he was like, yo, how professional he is on like getting the spots done. Mm-hmm. Like how work efficient he is, not just like freestyling shit and going to spots. Like, no, I'm gonna do this.
Oh no, he like has a list, I'm sure, and writes shit down. Like I did this here. I don't need to do it anywhere. Like
You're right. Yeah, I don't know.
Kristen, you have something you want to say about professionals?
Yeah, after the I don't want to say it. No, after the video part. It will make sense to you before the video part. Jamie Foy, Red Bull, gives you wings.
Spot searching for this one.
Look at that, bro.
sheesh.
It's like it's not safe at all. You can like run on grass or you can just die. Like you know what I mean? Like there's no. That's a weird one.
I mean, look, he's a highly skilled skateboarder, so there's no way that he's just gonna have a weird accident and go over the other side.
I know.
That's just not gonna happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, remember his West Coast Humbler?
Yeah, but that's totally different.
Yeah, that's totally
He
different.
fell over the.
he
does
forward?
slam.
What was he? I know he does.
He was trying
He
to
does
50-50.
slam.
He was trying 50-50 as well.
And he just went.
yeah.
I think he was trying to warm up on it too.
Yeah. Was it 50-50 or no?
It was
grind?
50-50.
It was 50-50.
He got stuck.
Okay. I'd be scared. I don't like doing shit like that.
Like this?
Yeah.
Really?
That seems
No,
like a
I
very
don't like
Red Bull thing to do.
Yeah.
In a big
not
open
if,
area?
Not if Jamie Foy's driving.
Big
It's
open
like-
area? Oh, you mean as a passenger?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your homies are in there. Fuck it.
No, I'm not. I'm good.
Look at that shot.
Where?
Kind of
That's definitely-
Shake Junt-ish.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Little Shake Junt vibes. He does skate for Shake Junt, so shout out Shake Junt, Shane Heil.
I was tripping, not to talk shit on the angle, but that was a weird angle for that trick.
Yeah, definitely.
Like I would think it would be like more shot on straight.
Not only straight, but a little up.
Yeah, true.
Up and down.
But that you could tell what it was, but you
Yes,
kind
but
of
not
can't.
really, though.
Yeah.
You know?
Dude, he got it dipped it low.
It's almost like he did a little board slide for a sec.
Well, you
which is
have
totally
to.
Cool.
I mean, you
Yeah.
got to pop out.
Pop
Yeah.
You have to dip that thing down.
That was insane. Like
was.
I don't know how you would the bail. Yeah, you have to eat shit.
Yeah.
You just have to.
I mean, talk about precision.
He does go down for a quick second.
Am I tripping? I feel like we've seen these types of rails.
Shotgun
you know, with
rails?
the shotgun.
Yeah.
Is this the first time somebody's skated the inside of it like this and popped out?
I feel like it's something on a long mellow rail. Yeah, it's.
I
not
feel like I've never
too-
seen
I don't
something
think
like
I've
that
seen
before.
There's one on
Yeah.
in the other side of LA that people skate. Then when the Deshaun board slides up,
Yes.
people do that on the other side. They slide on the other side or grind, but
No, but
not like that. With that one on this one, there's an end to it.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, the other one doesn't have an end.
Oh, it doesn't have an end.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. No.
But it's still a shotgun rail,
yeah,
so
but
it's still
like,
gnarly.
It's like a crook, something in the middle where your foot is going to get stuck in there if you don't.
People
if you're
do
not-
it, but it's
yeah.
not. It's not common.
Yeah, I don't.
That one, that's probably the craziest one I've seen.
Yeah. This snow slide was psycho.
You start cooking towards the end. That thing is steep.
Dude, look at that.
You think that's as long as the world savings rail?
Bro,
28 stairs.
way longer.
But world savings was it was long stairs.
It was long.
Dude, no run up, just one push. He didn't
How
get
many
any wood. He didn't get no wood. He just
How do you know what would he
Look.
got?
You can see it.
there's no wood. He just pushed.
Oh, I thought you were talking about.
Morningwood.
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't look like that early of morning.
Sorry. What do you
First
mean?
time I ever laughed at my joke, dude.
Bro, that shit, I was
that was
crazy.
That was a big laugh.
Yeah.
I'm highlighting that. It's going on my YouTube.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Lilback Smith. That was good. Dude, he slams, man. Jamie Foy goes down, bro.
Yeah, there's no way you're not doing the shit he does.
Yeah. He'll, as much as he probably doesn't slam that much, but when he does slam, it's fucking gnarly.
He's just listen. He does this crazy ass rails, but he just slammed on a fakey front crook.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
you
just
could go
getting
down.
Oh, but
any-
that's a trick you could die on a trick off that ledge.
but it's funny because like that's a trick that I would do. Out of all the tricks he's done in this part, this is something I would do.
Right.
You would not fakey flip out of that.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Fakey-
Kelly.
fakey
I'm just
front
saying.
crook.
A fakey front crook I would do on that ledge. Out of all the tricks he's done here.
I've never seen you do that trick.
What?
Fakey front crook.
Bro.
Where? When?
Everywhere.
Where video part have you had to fakey front crook?
Time to shine. Did it on a bench. Let's continue. Thank you. Let's
on a
continue.
bench.
Let's continue.
You did it on a bench.
Let's continue. Thank you.
Oh, ridiculous.
Oh, that's that one rail everybody skates, huh? No. It's a different one.
I would say most of these spots
Wow.
are spots no one skated.
Yeah,
He's he's going on a mission in the middle of the country to like.
He's texting kids that are like in Oklahoma, like, "Hey, how's that rail look out there? Send me video."
This was psycho. Dude, the
almost seemed
board
like-
slide, something like
It almost
that?
looked like he got pitched. He could have got pitched pretty good.
Yeah,
Dude,
that was
that's
actually a good ride, walk off
Yeah.
right there.
This is not a mellow rail by any means. This is a fucking rail.
Yeah, that first kink is pretty heavy.
Yeah,
Look at that proper ass front heel.
Switch back 50-50? I like that.
that a proper ass kickflip, dude. His
Wait, wait,
kickflips and his heel flips have that
So
same
good.
like arc to it.
Sorry, oh dude, this thing's fucking up now. My bad. Sorry.
What the?
No, it
all right.
fucked up.
It's all right.
Because I wanted to slow-mo this.
Woo!
Yeah,
That's
it
like
comes up.
that
Look at that.
Kalis type.
Yeah.
That Kalis kickflip we're talking about with
Yeah.
over the thing.
Look at
Yep.
this kick. Look at that frame.
Similar.
It is.
Wow.
Straight the side of
And
his
then
foot.
it comes back to his foot. Yeah.
Little ledge line in the middle, you know?
Go on, son. Go on.
Huh.
This is why he's
Why
the
what?
best. He's the best. He's the best. People, people have all their own opinions. I get it, but I think he's the best skateboarder.
He is one of those.
He is.
dudes.
I would say he's one of the best out there
He's
right
the
now.
best.
He's the
look at
gnarliest.
that.
He
dude.
could do anything.
I think Nigel look at this dude. He's like, he's gnarly.
Yeah,
For sure. Oh yeah, no doubt.
I saw a photo of him today with like Aiden Ross and them skating the.
Yeah,
I saw that too.
XQC.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit.
Who linked that up?
dude, I don't know. Those streamers are, they're about it.
That was
There he
sick.
goes, Zion getting in there. I like that he put the homies in there. Tori Pudwell's in there.
All the Red Bull homies, right?
Yeah.
This is Tori is
Buttered
what
up.
Tori. Cheers to Tori.
All day.
Like the fact that he's so gnarly still, and He's OG at this
Toy
point.
loves skateboarding, bro, and he works hard. He is a hard-working fucking skateboarder, bro.
How much wax do you think you used in that spot?
Yeah, he
That was
went nuts
insane.
on it.
I
He
think
put
he-
mad grizzly grease on
And
that
he
thing.
might be the only person, dude. Who else has skated that spot? I've never seen anyone.
Carlos Ziza was as well.
Oh yeah,
Oh, okay.
possibly.
What's his last name?
Zarzua.
Yep.
Yeah, but you were close. Yeah,
We were.
I know.
We knew who you were talking about.
Thank
yeah.
He does a lot of long back lips. That's what I'm saying.
How old is Tori now?
42?
No,
He is not in his
he's
40s.
younger than me.
Really?
He's like 35.
Dude, shout out
Yeah, that might be right.
Dude.
34.
to Ryan DeCenzo, bro.
Just had a kid.
Bro,
Congrats,
those
bro.
blunt sliding 20 stair
That
elbows.
too. Congrats on
I
that.
don't know if it's 20, but you know, it's big. I mean, Jamie's tail sliding it.
He
Carlos
did that.
Ribeiro,
Damn.
newly on Thank You Skateboards. Okay,
That was seriously unbelievable.
that went viral. People
That
were.
was-
I was like, that. What? It's a
That
guest
was
trick.
nuts, dude. Ain't nobody doing that.
Yeah.
Shout
But a
out,
casual-
shout out to Blake Carpenter for this shit, bro.
The casualness of it too.
Yeah. Bro,
That thing's
levels.
gnarly.
Like that on a ledge is nuts.
Tori's 34. Thank you, roll me
Yeah,
around.
34. Dude, I saw that on the gram. I was like, that was fucked.
Wow.
It's like it also just surprised you. You're like, oh, homie tricks, like cool, some fun, like good tricks, and you're like, whoa,
I mean, bro,
dude.
if
Wait,
Jamie,
Blake is not on Red Bull, is he?
No, I think
That's
that's
just the extra homie, like
Florida
love.
homies.
Yeah.
if Jamie Foy asks you to get a trick in his part, you better be coming through with some good shit.
Give him your best
You
shit.
know what I'm saying?
Oh, I didn't ask you, Chris,
I'm filming for something else right now.
for November.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, bro. Come on, man. That
Dude.
was psycho.
Oh,
With
the
the
cops?
cop right there.
That was for you,
That's
Papa.
I think that's the spot in San Diego.
So
Stefan, back in the day in the Transworld, Stefan tail slid that thing. Just a tail slide. That's gnarly.
I mean, that's a high,
Yeah.
dude.
I mean, it's like a what?
That's probably like a 12 stair.
Is it 12 stair, you think?
Look
That's
how proper
Look
that
at
it's
is.
like as tall as his head.
Look at this. Like, I mean, you could kind of see the stairs that are in the back right there. It doesn't seem like 12.
No, as high as it
Okay.
the ledges. I'm sorry,
Okay.
not like a 12 stair off, but
Okay.
like
Yeah. It was more like a 7 stair.
because you'd be surprised how like not like a 9 stair would be like up to if you're standing up. It's like
Right.
to here.
Right.
So like if it's above your head.
It's deceiving a little bit.
I think it's like 11 and a half.
Okay.
Look how proper that is, though.
It's taller than the cop car. There it is.
Yeah, but it's a small cop car, though. I think
It's a
that's
SUV?
Was it
my
like a
bad.
smart car?
My bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Back at 180 nose grind, dude. I like that trick a lot, man.
It's hard on rod rail. I mean, I guess people did. Okay, never thought this. I never thought about that.
Dude, when I watched this video earlier, I was like, okay, I skated USC 1,000 times. Never, ever came across my mind to slide the whole thing.
Even with the gap there. or
Even with
not.
the gap, yeah.
Yeah. I was
Or
gonna
without
say.
the gap.
Without the gap, no.
No.
Without the gap, no, because you didn't need
But
to.
at that time, we weren't
Yeah.
thinking about, I'm going to stay on the
Everyone was
longest
sitting
slide
there.
ever. Like, we
Yeah.
weren't doing that.
No, we were skating the little, that like from
Yeah.
there to there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have. I was like, oh, please don't nollie back heel out of this.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, it's too much. It's like, but I was like, he's
I
like
would
fakey.
like to have, listen, if we're in a nollie back heel, whatever, if he came out forward, that would have been,
Either way,
I would have been,
You would like that?
I would have liked that a lot.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that I don't like this. I'm just saying
Yeah.
I would have liked it a lot if he came out.
And he's got to get over the little gap at the end, right?
Yeah.
But you're already going
Coming,
out,
out,
you're
coming
already,
out straight
you
probably
already-
wouldn't have worked.
It's Jamie Foy.
It's Jamie Foy, dude. That's fucking
Yeah.
nuts, dude.
Well, if it was going to work, he would have did it.
I don't know.
I think he probably would have done whatever it came. Like,
He comes out fakey in a lot of tricks.
But if he was like in the right position, he probably would have tried it to forward.
Maybe.
Whatever would have worked, right?
Yeah.
Maybe to try it forward. I don't know. He does come out fakey on tricks, so. Should I get Mas Peles on?
No, dude. We're tired of that song.
Speak for yourself.
We already
love
had
it.
2 video
Kelly
parts.
put his foot down.
it. Yeah.
Bro. The tone he put his foot down. Bro.
This 5-0 on the double kink is psycho. Oops.
I wonder who was skating that. You see someone in the back with him. I wonder who the hell was. What else you tried on that thing? That
Probably
thing is
just moral
jacked.
support. Standing over
Yeah.
there. Give him a cup of water.
I mean, this is motivating kids to start doing some psycho ass shit like this.
But that's crazy, right? This is all you do in proper ass heel. Like
Yeah.
all you do is do gnarly shit at all the spots you go to.
Yeah.
That's some pro skateboarding shit.
Definitely.
Yeah.
He is the top notch pro skateboarder, bro.
Dude.
That was insane. Oh, this is the one.
Thank you,
That's
5-0. I knew when I saw that, I was like, "Oh, Jerron."
Yeah, dude.
But I'm not.
Dude.
We're good. We're past that.
Yeah, dude.
We have to get-
We're not past it.
We have to get past it because this fucking heel flip is insane, bro. I've never seen a heel flip like this in my life.
That spot though. What the?
Look at this.
That's like a street mega ramp.
Yes.
Dubs, watch this other angle, dude.
Yes.
Look at this. Are you fucking kidding me?
So good.
The hang time? It's like fake. It's like they paused it and like moved him in the frames along with it. Like that's how, you know what I'm saying?
Is that like a Sheckler spot? Who else skated that?
Dude, I don't know.
Jocelyn.
Oh,
did.
frontside flip
What did Jocelyn do? Frontside flip?
or three
Tray flip?
Tray flip maybe?
I don't know. I can't remember what he did.
Yeah.
He
This
got
looks
a Florida
fake.
Marlin shit. He said stand
This looks
up
fake to
Florida,
me.
bro.
Yeah, that's
for
pretty
this
tight.
shit.
That's a tight graphic for him.
It is definitely perfect for him.
Dude, look at this. That is so crazy, bro.
Yeah, he was hovering.
I mean, we talked about floaters earlier, but God,
He let his foot set up already. He didn't have to
Bro.
adjust.
I'm sorry. Like, yo, other than like Lindsey Robertson, I don't know a better heel flip than that. Like someone that executes it like that. Like
Yeah.
I know you guys are heel flippers, but
Jeremy Ray.
no,
Well,
dude,
Neen-
this is like
Neen is one of the ones, but this
Neen.
is,
Yes,
But
Neen's
he
different.
said I got my heel flips like from watching Neen.
Yeah,
But
like type shit.
Neen does it like no one can do it like him down stuff,
Yeah.
and this dude can like fly off stuff.
Yeah.
I guess. I mean, yes, Neen. I guess you're right. Yeah.
But he is
The
he's
influence.
becoming
Yeah.
a fucking real gnarly like heel flipper in that sense.
I mean, you see Jamie Foy doing a heel flip on a quarter pipe. It's beautiful.
Yeah,
my God,
dude,
it's
that's what I'm
beautiful.
saying. Like he
There was
really
this one
can,
over like this like top like I don't know what it was
like a pyramid type thing?
volcano type of deal.
Yeah.
And bro, that shit looks so next level.
Wow, that is so. This
I
is
kind of like how he kind of it wasn't just a stomp like perfect. It was kind of like a little steed out like
Because he was
added
going so
style.
fast, dude.
Yeah,
Well,
like a
you-
little lean back.
He had to fly though. That's why.
Had
That's
to
why this
fly.
this why this angle doesn't look real to me because like he catches it and he hasn't even started to make his descent yet.
Right,
You know, like
right.
he's hovering over on this like plane. Like he's not even descending yet. You see?
Yeah.
He's
yeah.
he's going. He's got a rocket boosters.
Yeah, to
you know.
catch up to that thing.
Well, it's also one thing how high he's going, but how long.
That's what I'm saying.
crazy.
That's why it looks fucking.
Right, Ryan Orlando, you know which one I'm talking about, bro.
No,
You gotta find that heel flip over that little volcano thing. You'll bug out on that thing.
No, it's not AIOG, but still.
dude, the way that I remember the audio in this, the way that ledge sounded, the hubba sounded, because no one's skating that.
Yeah.
No.
It was just like a rough ass, like I don't know. I don't even know. It sounded like a crazy material, but
This trick.
This is fucked, dude. Seriously.
when I saw that cover, I thought it was Switchback 180 to Overcrook or whatever. I was like, sick, that's dope. But I didn't know it was like
Frontside
Like
half
that.
cab the hard way.
a lot of
like,
people-
get out of here, bro.
I think it's the best trick ever done on a handrail.
I think so too. I will definitely put that up there.
it's probably the hardest.
Top 3.
Yeah, that's the hardest trick ever done.
1000%. Ain't nobody doing that.
Ooh, I
dude.
thought
just
of
trying to
another
like
one recently,
picture.
too.
You can't even see what you're about to do.
But like, no one even does fakey front half cabs. Like to do something like that, I've never seen like a fakey all over switch front blunt.
Mm-hmm.
That's nuts. But this is you keep up in the ante in
Yeah,
this
you're
one.
pushing it, bro. This is really
You don't even see people do that on a ledge.
the situation. Just because, like, if you're doing this on a ledge,
Yeah.
like you got to have the up skills, and then really, I don't know, it's just way different.
Well, you have to on this. You can like go out.
Yeah,
But
and it makes it lower.
It makes it lower, but it doesn't make it easier. Like
No.
it's
You're right.
scary going fakey blindside over
You're
the
right,
rail. Like
for sure.
It's
Have we seen that on a ledge?
not that.
Not like this.
I've seen half or fakey front 180.
What did Guy
the
do?
front crook? Like you know, like the other way, like
Guy on a
half
bench
cab, front
trick?
half cab, front crook.
Yeah,
Guy on a bench.
But Guy did it alley oop the other way.
yeah, it wasn't like this.
They fakey front side flip crook.
At
Yeah, at
Lockwood,
Lockwood.
no, I'm talking about at
7th Street.
what the fuck am I? The school that got torn down. not San Marcos. Is it San Marcos?
I have no idea.
No, the shoot Chafee. Remember he did it in a line.
Oh, he did the front side nose grind.
Yes.
Front
Yeah.
side half cab
Yeah,
nose
yeah,
grind.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, that's
Did it perfect. Absolutely
Nuts.
perfect. It's funny too. It's like he saw that rail. He was like, this is the rail
the
for
one.
that trick.
Yeah.
And it's kind of cool because you can't relate it to anything else.
Right.
I've never seen any other tricks done on that thing. And dude, everything matches to the board. and the-
Yeah. Yellow and yellow rail. Yeah.
that is psycho, bro. Good for him.
Straight up.
Good.
I wonder what that
for
battle was like.
him. I'm sure we'll see some
I would love to see
B-sides.
B-sides.
Yep.
B-sides
sure.
on that one.
I'm sure we'll see it.
Gotta catch a fish.
Oh, he's getting fishing. Damn.
I want to go fishing with him.
Me too.
Go on the boat, have a couple beers.
That sounds fun.
Yeah. He's going to Miami, right? Maybe we
I
can.
believe so.
We should have him. Hey, what's up with a little boat ride?
Hey.
Even though he lives far away.
Yeah,
I
it's kind
think.
of far though.
Yeah. Well, he's on a good road for Skater of the Year already. That's a solid one.
He's definitely already on the board, and we ain't got a board no more. But
Wow. What a fucking true professional skateboarder.
Yeah, like a way to like you win, going in your skateboarder of the year,
you're already winning going into the new year.
and then now you're already there.
That's what I'm saying. You just
Dude, his sponsors are the most happiest people. Like Red Bull, New Balance,
Everyone.
that he
Dickies,
rides for,
all
Dickies.
day.
They're like, you are the most talented. You are a professional skateboarder.
And we are going to bless you.
Yep. You're catching lizards.
Corinthians 219, thanks for the 989. Fun show, Crob. I was able to change your birthday year on Wikipedia. See, I knew somebody out there could do it. Thank you so
That's
much.
amazing.
Nice.
Somebody could do it.
Nice.
Sick.
Corrections.
Well, so that was a very memorable last trick on a rail. But there has been a lot of memorable last tricks on a rail. We just pulled a couple because I thought it'd be fun to show like throughout the years. Like, and these aren't like the end
These
all.
are randoms that
Yeah,
we
the-
thought of in the moment.
Yeah, these aren't like end all be all. Like these are the best enders on a rail in a video part. Some of them are very monumental.
Yeah.
But they're very memorable. You got this is a good one. LD. Shout out to Justin Eldridge, man.
You already know.
Yeah, right. He had a nollie heel crook by accident.
I'll take it.
Still ran
All
it.
day. Why wouldn't you?
But man, it was a good ender, dude. Look at this.
He's got the Excels on.
Yep.
Dude, he did it. Like usually when you do a trick like that in a rail, it looks like you're not trying, but he did it like you could tell by the way he's like looks back.
Yeah.
But when the video came out, you couldn't tell. I was like, oh my god, he fucking Elio crooked
No,
it.
he said later on he was trying to nollie heel no slide it and he went into crook. But how many times has that happened to skateboarders? I'm sure it's happened a lot.
Yeah.
You know what's funny too? I remember talking to Trent McClung, and he was trying to kickflip crook this rail in Philly. We're on an LRG trip against this wall, and he kickflip nose slid it, and he was way more hyped on that because he's like, dude, I can't kickflip nose slide things. I'm better at kickflip crooks.
Right.
So it's funny to see the opposite of that.
Yep.
But this at that point, everyone was doing not everyone. Nollie heel nose slide
yeah.
was the thing.
For
Yeah.
sure.
So to go to crook down the iconic rail like that was.
So I'm sure he wasn't mad at that either.
Oh, dude, he's probably like, yo, dude, that's winning the lottery.
All day.
You're
all
trying
day.
a trick and you come up heavy. Okay, it's one thing when you land it first try,
Yeah.
but getting a harder trick than you're originally trying, that's your last, dude. That's
No
your
doubt.
last trick,
No
dog.
doubt.
Last trick.
So good.
This one is good old Mark Appleyard, man. Kickflip front crook.
This was I think he was the first to ever do this on a handrail.
This was a sorry video.
Another
I mean,
accident.
He did it proper.
Another accident.
That was-
that was another accident.
He tried to kill kickflip front nose.
Yep. He admitted that.
Damn.
He hit the rail too.
It hit the rail, got in perfect, and rolled away.
I think his actual quote was like, "Yeah, I did it by, I did it by, I just did it. Of course, I roll with it." You know?
He did that but his body. When people do things on accident, they usually like spaz out.
Yeah.
It was so
Comfortable.
him and Justin super casual.
Totally.
Yeah, dude. Shout out to Mark Appleyard, man.
Big shot.
That changed the game though. When he did that, that's when you started seeing all these kick front crooks started coming out. Yeah. So
But like a lot of these, like they're not like. I mean, some of them are super memorable, you know, and super like this one changed the game for me. I mean, not for me, for everybody, right? It's like Eric Costin, happy birthday, by the way. After Black, tray flip nose blunt.
There was 3 seconds on the clock for the video deadline.
Yes.
And then boom, you pull this out the hat.
And people were like, what the fuck? I mean, mind you, right came out in 2003. Like,
22 years ago?
yeah.
Get him.
I mean, that was the first time anyone had done that on a rail. And no one even thought about that it was even possible.
Not to mention his video part in Yeah Right was psycho. And then he goes out and gets this. He's not a stranger, though, to getting the monumental clips. We didn't, the Nolly Heel nose slide at the Chocolate Tour, that was like, people at the, what the fuck is this guy? This guy's on one, bro.
That
He is
became
tripping.
That became the trick. If I wasn't a handrail skater at that point, and I saw him do this, I wanted to learn how to skate handrails, and I wanted to learn that trick. I learned that trick years, like a year or two later. But that wasn't even on people's minds.
No.
Like, you know what? I think we talked about it before. I heard that Montoya and him had they did it at the same time.
Yeah.
On the Long Beach Trail.
Right.
But that Nolly heel flip nose slide at that
that
point.
time,
It was
bro.
like Nolly nose slide was crazy or something.
Right.
You know?
Again, the Chocolate Tour, I don't know what year that was. Maybe 2004.
What? Which one?
The Chocolate Tour?
This was no, it's 2000. 2000? No, 2000?
Was it
I was
before? It was before Yeah Right?
I was a freshman in high school.
Yeah, maybe you're
I was a
yeah,
freshman.
yeah,
So I was like
yeah.
99,
I'm
2000.
getting my dates twisted.
It was
man.
before, yeah, right?
Crazy, dude. Yeah, but this one shook the world when that came out. They were like, whoa, are you
Is that
fucking
big
kidding
4-star
me?
sticker on the bottom?
Yeah.
The whole fit right there.
Dude.
All 4 starred out.
It says 99.
99. I mean, yeah, Eric Costin, one of the best skateboarders of all
Definitely.
times.
To ever touch a
Those
board.
Sure.
Once I did a nollie nose slide, I was like, I can't do anything else. This is insane. Like when Justin started nollie heel crook, I was like, I am
good.
done with it.
Yeah,
Skate.
we'll leave that alone.
Yeah.
We cannot leave out, again, these are just memorable clips. Guy Mariano, switch tray, switch nose grind.
Gnarly.
What would you
They end up
rather do?
Pretty sweet.
Fakey front 180 over crook like Jamie Foyer switch straight with nose grind? Because that's up there with that.
Wait, say that again?
The Jamie Foy trick that we just watched earlier, or switch straight with nose grind.
Oh, the last trick that he did?
What would you rather like?
I'd love to have
cause-
Jamie's trick.
What?
I'd love to have Jamie's trick on lock.
Yeah, unlock, right? But you could. There's no way you. I mean, I guess if you're Shane O'Neill or Guy, you could. Shane O'Neill, I can see doing switch straight with nose grind unlocks, but not maybe. I don't know.
No, you
That's a tough one between both of those.
Here's
tricks.
Here's the difference between all those other tricks and that one. No one's done that since.
True.
No one's done switch tray flip nose grind ever since.
because
hard.
yeah, it's hard.
I wonder.
that's
Yeah,
not-
that's
Yeah.
Rod, did you film that?
Easiest achievable trick.
No, I believe Federico filmed it.
Dude, it was crazy, dude. Like we were out there, Girl and Chocolate Family. We were out there, and Guy
Family.
Mariano, he did the switch tray flip.
I remember Shane O'Neill nollie flip back tailed that thing. But yeah, people were going tech on that thing. But this is by far the craziest one.
Where is this rail?
I don't know. It's small.
It looks like it's
It's like a 5
down south somewhere. Like what would you? I don't know. For some reason, it looks El Monte or
think it's
something.
a
Not south, but like
Yeah, I'd say like El Monte area.
yeah.
That sounds about right. I think it's a 7-stair.
Is it?
Yeah, I
No.
think so. Yeah, I
looks
think
like a
it's
5-stair,
7-stair.
bro.
Look,
It looks like a 6
1,
there.
2. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, wait, maybe.
Like a 5 or 6.
Let me go back real quick. Is this? This is the.
That's just a.
That's
That's the
s-
ground.
Okay.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't know. That one at the bottom looks like it's. Yeah, I don't know. That could be 7.
rewind it.
That makes sense, actually.
It's hard to see. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe 6.
Yeah.
Maybe 6.
I think it's 6.
I'd say 6.
Okay. Yeah, that's Guy Mariano. That was in pretty sweet. Switch tray flip, switch nose grind. These are enders, by the way. We can't leave out Heath Kirchart, Sight Unseen. This was a tail slide that he did at UCLA. Psycho.
Yeah, no one could even like. That part when it came out at that time was the perfect timing, dude. That was like that's when skateboarding was getting gnarly.
Yeah.
People have done stuff on that since, but dude,
To like
that's not even
inspire
a,
people.
But, I mean, that's not even a rail back then that you would drive by and look at for skateboarding, right? It was like, I mean, it had this huge gap. What was it? Like a 5-stair gap at the bottom. Mm-hmm. 1, 2.
It's just
3,
a
4,
genuinely
5.
big rail.
It's huge.
And then like I guess you're gonna clear it regardless coming out of it, but it's
Still.
to go out to forward, to be able to control it to go to forward and pop out is nuts. Because most people would do tail side to faking.
Faking, yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're just going
carrying
that
your
way.
momentum, yeah.
It's the actual like the gravity.
Has anyone ever fucked with the rail on the other side?
I
I remember Justin Schulte ollied over it into the bank. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That was Heath Kirchart, Sight Unseen. Nice little rail ender. Memorable.
My mom was like, the other day she was like, "Have you ever been to UCI?" And I was like, "Yeah, I used to skate there all the time." She's like, "It was my first." I'm like, "It's like why?" She's like, "Oh, dude, there was like really big, like cool thing." Trying to describe that to my mom was like the weirdest thing. But that dude at that part,
Oh, yeah.
That's why.
Yeah, that dude
UCI.
put it down.
Yuto with the... I mean, it went by so quick, you didn't even see the goddamn board flip.
And that unsturdy ass rail.
I know.
Are you serious?
I know what the hell.
But for him, it's probably just the same thing. He like looked at that, was like, "This is a rail.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
perfect for this trick.
It is a good
This
rail.
is perfect."
He's on it for 2 seconds.
It's like an 8 stair, maybe 9. It's like a small
Only
9.
3, 6,
Looks like an 8 stair.
Dude, that was psycho.
Yeah.
I mean, to close
Yeah.
out his part, already a psycho part, and then throw this in there, like, wow,
Sheesh.
that is psycho.
I've only seen him and the new kid from Korea be doing that trick now.
Yeah.
Really?
It's like
Oh,
I've-
the other kid
'cause
incorporated. Yeah.
he brought in the Nollie 270 lip like that, the Nollie 270 switch lip,
Yeah,
and the tail slide.
You mean board slide?
Board slide. Yeah, sorry, you're right. Nollie 270, the board slide, and people started taking that, but no, this is one.
yeah.
It's hard.
Well, you knew that he was just going to one up himself. You know, you knew that he was going to keep going.
I don't know. Maybe I didn't. He caught us off guard
Right.
because we're so used to seeing him at Street League doing stuff
Yeah,
that he never showed it in Street League. He just threw out in the video part, which was awesome. He had to like space it out.
Right.
it's so funny watching these guys, like it's street league or whatever. Like I saw Yuto skating probably for the first time I ever saw him skate in person. It was like I think it was X Games, but he was like just toying with the trick, kind of a gnarly trick. I forget what it was.
Switch
dude.
tray lip or
Oh man,
he just nollie front 180, switch front.
I don't know
Smith.
what it was, but to see him toy, get it, stick it, and then just have it every try. It's like, it's phenomenal, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
It's different.
it's phenomenal.
Yeah.
At Street. I like watching the Street League because you only get that one attempt.
Yeah.
and they're not like half-assing anything. The amount of tricks that dude's done like on command when he knows he has to do it is
Crazy.
That's some. Yeah.
We cannot leave out the man, the myth, the legend. Pat Duffy doing the backlip and the Plan B questionable video in the rain.
Let me.
I mean, bro.
I wasn't skating at this point. What were your guys' thoughts when you saw this?
That was
This is
tripping.
crazy.
I was tripping.
Yeah, like obviously no one's was backlip on that at that point even gnarly just by itself.
No one skated in the rain.
No. But I'm asking like was backlip just gnarly itself?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, but like
just
in the
let alone
rain.
in the rain,
Yeah.
but then the music and everything, the somber aspect of it was so sick.
Like people were doing, like Frankie Hill was doing gnarly rails, right? like before, but
Yeah.
but he came in.
Not like this though.
No, but no, exactly. He came in and just was like, level up the 50-50 that he did in Slappy the Curb. You're like, are you fucking kidding me,
Yeah,
bro?
he
Get
was
the
hy- he was
like.
hyped.
I don't even think people could even relate to what was the fuck they were just saying.
No.
And he did it twice.
Plan B virtual reality, Plan B questionable. If I'm wrong, was in '93,
No, 92.
'92.
And this is his breakout part, right? No one knew of
1992.
him.
No.
No
This
one
is
knew.
a year after Blind
didn't-
Video
I
Days
didn't know about Pat
came
Duffy.
out. Blind Video Days came out, and then this came out a year later.
Yeah.
And this is the progression of that from Blind Video Days to this. Even the boards that they were writing is completely different. It like
Crazy.
changed overnight.
And he would do little tech things in his part, right down like the
Yeah.
little
Oh,
thing.
dude.
Oh,
But
yeah.
the
Tray
the-
flip, nose slides,
Big spin,
like
back tail down that
yeah.
fucking little.
no
ass
big
thing.
spin flip back tail.
Yeah, big flip. Yeah,
Yeah.
big spin flip back tails.
Yeah.
he was on another level, bro. But Ender, backlip in the rain after just watching his whole it's psycho.
Rod, do you know who he was before this part came out?
I knew he was like on H Street for a little bit.
But you didn't know he was like gnarly?
No,
Yeah.
I didn't. I definitely
No,
didn't.
yeah.
Who
Like-
did film this? Was this
Ternasky?
Ternasky.
Ternowski? Yeah.
Mike Ternasky.
That must have been like that time in skateboard history. Like imagine this, like those two were just there, and there's like, oh, it's raining. Fuck it, let's do it. Come on, like what they just did in skateboarding right there is unbelievable.
And they're just out. Like I don't even think there was anybody else with them. They were just like
Yeah.
it seemed like one on one. Like we're going out. To
Fuck it, let's just do it. It's raining. Like, oh, it's raining too bad. Most people, everyone that I probably have ever met, except for Shane O'Neill, I've seen whatever. But like, it's raining. Let's go home.
Yeah.
We'll come back later.
I've talked to Pat Duffy. I've DM'd him. I've tried to get him on the show numerous times. He's down, but I just don't think it's just ever like
just not out
lined
here
up
at the
Yeah,
right time.
But those are the questions we want to ask him. You know, what the fuck was going on in the rain? Like, dude, it was just so monumental at the time.
For sure.
1992. That means he was filming all this stuff in like 91.
Well, I mean, they were getting stuff probably
They were
relatively
getting
fast.
but still
Yeah,
not that
yeah.
fast though.
Yeah.
I don't think they were getting stuff fast, but I don't even think that nowadays kids get shit quick.
But you think about it.
I don't know if
We're
they
going
was
year to
getting
year, like
shit.
you just said. The blind video came out in 91. This came out in 92. That's a year, dude.
Yeah,
So,
that
like,
shit
how
was
fast
quick,
is he
dude.
getting- It's
I mean, and virtual reality was a year later, 93,
crazy.
back to back. Crazy, dude. Anyway, dude, shout out to Aftermath, Jamie Foy, Red Bull part. Those were just some memorable like rail enders that we wanted to pull and just give
thought it was-
give some shine to. You
I
know?
thought of some other ones, like literally as we like sat here. It's like Scott Kane switch heel front nose, and
yeah.
Kiva front 5-0, and Kiva front nose blunt.
Yep.
And then you got dude, Blake Carpenter switch tray flip tail slide
Oh yeah, dude.
down Somar.
Psycho. That's
I
just
was
recently
totally
shit,
tripping
too.
on that.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot. I mean, we just picked a few.
Yeah.
There's so many. You leave yours in the description below or in the comments below. What was your favorite?
I mean, at the end of the
Rail
day,
ender.
every skateboarder has an ender. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's just
Yeah.
there's a scale of like.
Well, I
what's
think
really gnarly and what's.
it's
not.
always good to look at those things, and it's like maybe you look at like some of those tricks, like, oh, that's not like not even knows like that's not that crazy now, but like those tricks were the gate, like they opened up the
Oh, big time.
possibilities.
Big time.
That's what's crazy. And Jamie Foy pretty much just did that on the last trick he did in his part, where you're opening the idea to people that these tricks are possible.
Yeah.
And so,
Agreed.
Chris, what's your thoughts on professional skateboarder?
I'm
dude?
trying to read this real quick. I texted Ira. Oh, he said less than 60 days over the course of 2 years.
So he
That's
went
how
out 60 days.
So 60 days they went out over the course of 2 years. So that's what I'm saying. Like they probably just went out on these Red Bull trips.
2 months.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
crazy.
2 months. Yeah.
Nuts.
Yeah. There you go.
Professional
you go.
skateboarder, dude.
That is.
That's the thing, dude. Is like,
He's the top of the food chain as far as professional skateboarders.
bro, I know.
'Cause
Oh,
He don't got a job. He don't need a job except for skateboarding.
Dude,
Everybody else,
yeah.
like I'm not saying everybody else, but there's a lot of pro skateboarders that got jobs.
And that's the thing, though. I know that I know there's levels to this game. I
Yes.
know that there's levels to things. I was a part of the levels to this game, you know? But I think that when you look at a professional skateboarder nowadays, like, and you look at Jamie Foy, yes, he's the top of the food chain. But like nowadays where there's a lot of skateboard companies. We all know that. There's a lot of fucking boards out there. We know that. It's like even Julio said it's like if you're selling 200 boards a month, like you want to look at yourself in the mirror and see, are you really a professional skateboarder? You know?
Yeah.
Like
Hey.
Jamie Foy is a professional skateboarder, highest of the high, peak. Like, I don't know, man. I think that there's a lot of people maybe shouldn't be a professional skateboarder.
There's not a tier higher than where he's at the moment.
Totally.
Like
and
he's at the top.
And I'm saying this too. It's like, I don't know if, I don't think I would be a professional skateboarder in these times by what I'm saying right now.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like there's levels to it for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know if people are still making like even Jamie Foy. I don't think he's selling 1,000 boards, dude. Like
Jamie Foy is probably selling the most boards on Death Wish. Let's put it that way.
Okay, but what if Death Wish doesn't sell that many boards?
I don't know
So-
how many boards they sell.
Yeah, exactly.
I can guarantee you that Jamie Foy is probably selling a little more than 200
I think
boards.
Jamie's selling some boards.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying no, but I'm saying like those numbers I don't think are the same across the board anymore.
I
So-
agree with you on that too, because
Yeah.
there's certain dudes that are pro that probably can't even sell like 100 boards.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm
50
saying,
boards.
though.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
but
saying.
they're doing the work like
Of course.
like Jamie's doing.
Of course.
Like you're like, okay, he's getting the exposure and you're like, everyone knows this is gnarly.
Yeah.
He's not just skating and getting clips. He's doing shit that nobody can fuck with.
He's a professional.
Yeah. But just I don't know if that means that he's selling product though. I'm just saying. I'm not saying that
I
Jamie
think
I'm
he's
not
got the
saying-
best-selling shoe.
He
on
does
New
have the
Balance.
best-selling shoe
But I'm-
at New Balance.
I want to say that though. Like I just,
I agree with you.
yeah, it's like it's crazy now that that's not what the scenario.
But when you
is
hear the
anymore.
proof in the pudding, and then they're saying it like, "No, Jamie's shoe is like the best shoe,"
Yeah.
and like as far as boards, I don't know. It could be he's selling fucking a lot of boards, and it could
Yeah.
be he's selling a mediocre amount of boards.
Yeah.
I
You know
think
what
he's
mean?
selling a good amount of boards.
I think he's selling.
I think Death
probably the
Wish-
most
Who do you
over
think
there.
selling
like you're
more?
saying.
Who do you think sells more, Nyjah or him?
Jamie Foy.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't even.
I don't know
I'm
if
curious how many boards Nyjah
because the
sells.
thing is like I think if Nyjah skated for Element like he did,
Right.
he would probably be selling way more boards than Jamie Foy. But I think with Disorder, I don't know what their distribution's like. They're a relatively new company. They came out with a video
Yeah.
recently that we haven't seen yet. But like, I think that being the small board brand that they are, I don't know if he's doing numbers like that. Like Jamie
He's doing the
Foy.
most over there for sure out of all the dudes that are on the squad.
I agree.
But compared, I don't know. That's a tough.
It's
question.
tough. It's tough when we don't have the numbers, right? We're in a time too where it's like I only know how many boards I sell.
I would almost say Jamie does just because of distribution, like you were saying.
Yeah, I
Like,
think Jamie. Thinking about like the fact that everyone's talking about Jamie, he's probably selling good amount of boards.
Yeah.
1000%.
But like a shoe,
and coming off a fucking skater of the
Listen,
year. Are you
yeah.
kidding me?
When Nyjah comes out with a part, for sure his board sales skyrocket. For sure.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
they know that they're ordering more boards when Nyjah's coming out with a part, you know? But there's not that many people in the industry, I don't care what board company you are, that can even match close to what these guys are doing. That's what I'm saying. Like the professional skateboarders nowadays, it's like, damn, like maybe we should re-look at this whole thing.
No,
and like,
No, you
sure.
can't live off of being
You know?
a pro skateboarder these days. If you're like
Totally.
if you're on not at the top, but at the like even in the mediocre, like I mean, let's really weigh this out. Like you're gonna get what from your board sponsor? Like $500, 1,000, maybe.
maybe.
Like that's that.
Not
maybe.
even that.
And then from like if you have a shoe sponsor, like and you're a pro, like what do you think? Like someone that skates for Nike, Adidas, the top dogs. You know, like
I heard
what,
some crazy numbers.
I mean, yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
I would
I've
say
heard some
in the
crazy
millions.
numbers. No, I wouldn't say in the millions.
I would say in the billions.
Okay.
I would go even
There-
with the
there are-
trillions.
there
There's
is-
some people
there's
that
some
make some
people-
good money on the like. You're like, damn, okay.
There's some people
like-
that make. Listen, there's a
Yeah.
couple people that make a multi-million, couple year multi-million dollar or $1 million contracts at least.
Yeah, maybe.
Has to be, bro.
I mean,
I mean,
I've heard numbers, bro.
When you're talking about,
I know
okay,
people
when you're
get.
talking about like a Tyshawn, you're talking about like
Yeah,
dudes like that.
yeah.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, yeah, but I'm talking
Nyjah,
about, like-
Tyshawn, Jamie's.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's a handful of those.
Yes.
People, but like you're talking about like
I'm talking about just like fucking
someone
you're
that's
talking about-
trying to be like I want to be like a pro skater.
Run of the mill.
that just someone that's just got on one of the big shoe dogs. Like you know what I mean? Like you're just getting on.
Yeah,
You have the potential, right?
Yeah.
1,500, 2,500, like or more. Is it more?
Dude, some people, I think for a point, the big dogs were paying way more.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
But-
then there's a big
Yeah,
gap,
yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like from if you're a pro skateboarder and you just have a board, just a board like sponsor and you're pro, and you ain't got no shoe sponsor and you ain't got no clothing sponsor.
You got
and
a couple jobs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You got to go get a job, or
Right.
you're just fucking couch surfing and just trying to really thrive to get to where you really want to be.
But that's what I'm saying, though, is like you look at the landscape nowadays in our companies and new companies and little things. Are they just giving away boards left and right now?
No.
Is it not worth anything anymore? You know, like
I mean-
you got to be like look at Jamie Foy. Like he is a professional skateboarder. You know.
Yeah.
And I throw myself into that category too. Like if I was trying to make it right now, I don't think that my abilities back in the day would like equate to being a professional skateboarder.
Right.
You know,
I mean, dude,
there's just a
to
lot.
be
There's
fair,
a lot of skateboarders now.
Me and you, I feel. Hey, me and you, Chris. I feel like we're in the same. You were on chocolate, yes, but I feel like we probably made the same amount of money. You definitely made more because you were like you obviously a great skateboarder, right time, right team,
Yeah.
good spawn. You had a DVS, you had Maddox. Me and Chris were like. We had cool board sponsors. I had a clothing sponsor. You had audio at one point.
Oh, yeah.
But it wasn't like we were, you know.
Totally.
I would never hearing numbers people were getting, and I was like, "What the fuck's happening?"
Right.
Yeah.
At that one point,
No, I was low on the totem pole.
Yeah.
I had enough to survive.
Exactly.
You know, I was getting by. It was like check to check. You know, I've always been kind of a check to check guy.
Right.
You know,
Things never
So-
change.
but like,
Tell me about it.
But you know what's funny though is like back then, I remember having a discussion. They're like, "What do you want to do?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I just want to skate." Like, you know, I want to get a pro board. But like that. But then like, I remember Carl Watson told me, he's like, "Kelly, dude, I know you want it, but like, it's not as crazy as you think." You know what I
Right.
mean?
For
Like,
sure.
you feel like you get that pro board and your life changes.
But it's a goal of yours that you have.
It is,
You know what I mean?
and that's all I wanted at that point. And I super glad I fucking got it.
Yeah.
I would be super bummed looking back if I didn't get it.
But it was also a different time, dude.
Yeah.
It was a different time in the skateboarding industry for sure.
Dude, I have to have these talks with a lot of people, especially kids coming up right now. It's like, how, like, what do you do? And they're like, I'm like, well, dude, you kind of just got to make it happen. It's not on the company to make it happen for you. It's for you got to go make it happen.
For sure.
Like, that's just the way it's
You
always
gotta go
been.
get it,
But
no
yeah,
doubt.
down the line, yes, the companies come through like, oh, let's do this trip, let's do that. But you got to, like, companies can't
now
blow
even
you
more
up
so.
because,
Though.
'cause-
Now even more so.
Yeah,
Sorry to
yeah.
interrupt,
No, yeah.
but like back in the day, you had the company to rely on for getting ads in the magazines, getting video
Yes.
parts done, going on trips. Like nowadays, like the companies are relying on the skater
Mm-hmm.
for all the content. What do you got on Instagram? Let me repost some shit. Like, what do you got? Like, hey, will you post this for us? Hey, will you post this product? You know?
No, but at the end of the day, though, still, it's all about what that person was doing. Because like, you did some half-assed trick. Your company's like, I'm not going to use this. If you put some banging shit out, video parts with a board sponsor or that, then you're like, yeah, you made that happen.
Yeah.
You used their outlet. I guess the outlets are different these days,
Yeah.
right? Obviously.
Totally.
But the skaters always have to make it happen. You gotta. Jamie Foy's making people talk.
Yes.
Yeah. And like, you gotta make people talk.
He's making his own like destiny in that sense. Like he's like, all right, we're gonna go out here and being specific at this time with
Right.
this dude and like,
Right.
you know, like that, just calculated.
I guess my point is like you look at a Jamie Foy who's a professional skateboarder, and you look at some of the other professional skateboarders out there. No disrespect or shade to anybody, but like I just think that there's too many. You know, I think some companies giving out, and I'm talking about maybe the smaller brands too. I think a lot of people have boards that maybe shouldn't have boards. Is what I'm saying.
You know what's funny too is like footwear was like back then it was like no footwear companies like skate footwear. Then they started getting big. Then they started giving out pro shoes. Then there's no more pro shoes anymore. It's kind of like you kind of think that's kind of similar to what skateboarder like companies should do. Is not have too many boards out. Yeah.
I mean, what are we talking about here? Like you like look at the landscape of professional skateboarders,
Make it more
who
special in that
actually,
sense.
right?
Yeah.
Like
Because it is special when you get a shoe. Like they make that really very like that's the top of the food chain again. But they're making it seem like boards are just like anybody could go pro these days.
Yeah.
that's
You know what I
the
mean?
problem.
And not nobody could just get a shoe.
But is this I hear people
Or
say
anybody.
this, and
You
I
you
don't know
talk
the
to
work-
Julio De La Cruz. I can get a shoe right now.
I don't know the workings.
Again, but is it official? You know what I mean?
I don't know the workings of this, but like, is that something feasible? There's like some sort of union in skateboarding. Is that a
No,
thing?
they've been talking about unions
Can
forever.
it,
bro.
you mean can that be possible?
Is that I don't know. I don't know anything
I don't
about
think,
that type
I
of
don't
stuff.
think so.
I think it's
based-
just so wild west. I think it's impossible.
Yeah.
Well, because that's what the thing is. That's why I'm like, well, yeah, that's what everyone's asking. Like, how do you be pro skater? I'm like, dude, you just got to fucking figure it out.
Yeah.
you could do it weird. I mean, back in the day, there were certain ways to do it, and you'd be like, "Oh, do it like that." Now it's like you fucking whatever, you know.
Well, I mean, almost like you got to invest in yourself and like really like
Yeah.
if you're gonna do the YouTube thing, then go do the YouTube thing. But you got to fucking do it. You know what I mean? To
Yeah.
make people recognize you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think a lot of us too. I remember Danny Garcia saying that "No Mas Peles" or whatever.
I got the song right here.
No, but I remember him saying at one point I was on a trip with him, S trip way back, and he's like, dude, at the end of the day, it's like you kind of just all you're doing this for is like you kind of just want to feel respected by your colleagues, like
Yeah, by your
you know what I
peers.
mean,
Yeah.
like. You want to skate with your friends and be like, this is what I'm here to do. And that's what I wanted to do my whole life, is just skate with my friends and people I looked up to. And it was like, I looked up all these. I remember when like meeting you way back in the day and like all these, even this meeting all you guys, man. I was like, this is what I want to do.
Right.
I don't even care about making money. I just want to meet, like hang out with these
For
people.
sure. And I think
Yeah.
that sentiment still exists with kids.
Some.
For sure. For sure. I think it still exists.
I think it's just broader too. It's like, so I asked a homie the other day, like, hey, who's your favorite skater? And he's like, oh, dude, I love Brian Arnett. And I'm like, sick. Like but the way of Brian Arnett doing his thing 20 years ago wasn't a thing. So it's like people are creating these new ways to influence kids skateboarding.
Right.
And I respect the shit out of that. I just thought it was like, you know, some people are always thinking, oh, it's gonna be Jamie Foy because you're watching skate videos, you're watching the Supreme video or whatever it is. It's like, no, I'm watching YouTube over here, dude.
Yeah.
You know? So that's why it's like,
If you look at the kids coming up also, and I'm just going to bring Felipe Mota up, right? Like Felipe Mota still on Primitive. That kid
He's
is
pro.
so fucking gnarly. He's a professional skateboarder.
Oh, dude.
Like he is the one of the people who deserve a pro skateboard, and for people to buy that pro skateboard and ride that pro skateboard, and him to survive and make money off that pro skateboard. I think they're giving them out like candy nowadays.
Yeah.
And they need to like pull back a little bit and be like, hey, who really is a professional skateboarder here?
Yeah.
And I know there's levels to it. So it's skateboarding is a weird thing also because it is very, it's
personal.
personal. It's everybody's got their own idea of what it should be. you
Back in the
know?
day, like the shops would be like asking for the board.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
When is this guy going pro? When's this guy going pro? And like finally they're like, all right, we're gonna make his board.
Right.
Nowadays it's just kind of like, "Hey, we have his board available. We have
Right.
something new.
Who wants it?
There's
Who
a new
wants it?
story around.
First of all, there's
Yeah.
no standard these days, bro. It is like you could just fucking come up with a board brand and you can turn the homie pro. You know what I mean? But is that respected?
And that's been done.
I know,
Plenty of
It's
times.
done, yeah.
But is it respected in that sense?
No, because but that's the problem.
It's there, though.
It's
That's
the
the
homie.
problem though, is the homies are taking up the real estate in the skate shops and the purchasing of their buddies, buying the boards off of them, from buying Jamie Foy's board, from buying the future Felipe Mota's board. You see? Mm-hmm. That's where this whole skateboarding thing gets a little muddy. It's like why it's
There's lots of boards to choose from.
lots of boards.
And at the
to
end of the
choose
day,
from.
the shop's the one's choosing.
But who
goes on
That's
those walls.
actually-
Hey, and the people buying online too.
who actually deserves to have their name on a skateboard? It's huge, bro. People don't even think about it. It's that big anymore. It's not a big deal anymore. It should be. It should be a fucking huge deal.
I mean, it is a big deal. I mean,
It's not though. I
Are you
feel
kidding?
like it's
I mean,
not.
For you, it's not. But if you got one, I mean, for you didn't. I don't. Did you even care that you got turned pro? I feel like you kind of
Bro, I
like.
thought I was pro years before I turned
Okay.
pro.
I mean, for me, it was like on a pedestal, and it happened. I started crying. You know what I mean? Because I just never thought it was going to happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, for most people, when they get a pro board, that's their dream. And for someone else, you're like, if you don't know that person, you're like, I don't fucking care.
No,
But for
that
that person, it meant a lot. You know?
Fucking when I found out I was going pro, bro, I was so hyped.
Yeah.
I remember seeing like in I think it was like one of the first girl catalogs, like it's like a little first like pamphlet type of catalog.
Yeah.
And at the end is like board coming soon. I was like, what?
See, that's your surprise
That was
party.
my surprise party.
Yeah,
like, my
that's
board's coming
tight.
soon. Oh my god.
But here's the thing, Jerron. Just like Roger said, there were skate shops asking for that
they
board.
were, no doubt.
That's why you turned pro.
Yeah. Yeah. And they asked, like, yeah, when's this dude going pro? Like, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Because people are maybe coming, your video part drops, people are coming in to the skate shop because that is the standard of where people are coming in to talk to them. Then they talk to the reps, and the reps talk to the main people down there. And it's a trickle effect. you
Yeah,
know?
but it's a natural flow of like how this works. You're amateur.
right.
you're putting out some video parts, and then the next thing would be to go pro. But like, yeah, the shops dictate that for sure, or help dictate it.
Right.
The kids do.
Yeah, because
The kids coming in asking for the board in the
Totally.
shops, but now where there's no suggestion box now for the kids.
You know what's funny too is like half the industry gets everything for free anyway. It's like this, like that's what's funny. It's like there's so much free promo getting sent out.
Totally.
You know what's
There was free promo back in the day too.
Yeah.
Don
No,
Brown
but like-
sending out get boxes and
For
boxes
days.
and boxes of
yeah,
shoes.
for
yeah.
days,
No,
dude.
I know it's funny
So-
though.
But
I
it's
was-
more mass now because there's so many more skaters.
But it got bigger and everyone knows each other now. And it's got you know what I mean.
that
It's like,
promo
oh,
that promo has shrunk a little bit. Because
Yeah.
dude, I mean, as I'm hearing recently, like they're really not giving out like stuff how they used to. Smaller brands are like more like tight knit with their
Well,
shit.
right now too.
Yeah.
it's hard to
You
get
know-
people to buy a dog treat.
Don Brown had Don were talking the other day. It'd be awesome.
doubt.
We should do a 9 Club, Raj. I think like Raj would like this idea. If we had like a QR code and it like on a link right here, like it popped up QR code and it's like you click it or whatever you put it on, and a questionnaire of like how old are you? Where do you get your boards from? Who's your favorite skater? Like
Yeah,
what do you
yeah,
like?
yeah, yeah.
Like I feel like no one knows where anyone's looking anymore.
Right.
You know, and it's like interesting to know like. Yeah, this is my favorite skateboarder, and this is what boards I like, or like I like buying. Someone mentioned I'm running a spot deck right now,
Yeah.
skate park at Tampa. It's
Right.
like there's certain things, and it's like it's interesting to know kind of where.
That data.
Yeah, like that would be interesting to see.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Safe skateboarding
Good
coming
luck.
soon.
Good luck, man. Yeah, use Charlie at 420 at checkout.
What? They got
man.
my
You get
board on Skater XL?
4. Yeah, they have a marketplace. Like people make stuff, and then it's like a download.
No way.
It's not like Skater XL made it. It's like
Right.
the fans make it. And
Oh,
they
that's
put it
cool.
into the game.
That's
Yeah.
dope. That's super cool.
Charlie 420 Pro Bootlegger. That's right. 4% off on the 9club.com. You could buy this board up there. You could buy no, not that board. Where
Yeah,
did
buy that board, dude.
Where did that board come from? That's one
hey,
Jeff
there's a
Rowley?
couple.
That's an oldie. but
I'm gonna
goodie.
say something. There's a couple of those boards left of mine.
Oh, yeah, pick
I
it up.
understand why there's a few left. Okay,
I understand too.
That
Trust
graphic
me.
is
Trust me.
nuts.
I understand too.
Yeah, that graphic. But there is some available if you guys want it. But I understand why you wouldn't want it.
Go on the
But-
9club. We got a bunch of stuff
Yeah.
on there. We
It's
got a
great
bunch of
shape.
stuff.
a great
It
shape,
is
yeah.
a good shape. But listen, dude, that was a great discussion. You know, I like Jamie. Shout out to Jamie Foy. Congrats on the new part that he
Yeah,
just
dude.
dropped. And 2 years, 60 days. Ira broke it down for us,
Incredible,
man.
man.
So I mean, that's just Jamie Foy, man. I mean, if you told me that I was going to film a video part in 60 days, I'd tell you to,
Kick
stick it
rocks.
where the sun don't shine. You know what I'm saying? That ain't happening, Dubs. That ain't happening. Maybe I'll get a couple tricks.
Yeah, I hear you.